Hey y'all, it's Chuke here from Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Well, I've done videos on what guides carry in Alaska, law enforcement, hunters. I wanted to do a video on just the average Joe, your average typical blue-collar working Alaskan guy, what firearms he owns for concealed carry, woods, bear defense pistol, and a hunting rifle. So I tried to find out the brands and calibers, and I interviewed a few people I know and then talked to a couple local gun shops, FFL dealers, and asked what they sell the most. So it was kind of interesting, and I did find some themes. So let's just start off from the top. My buddy Tim, for his EDC, he has a Springfield Hellcat Pro. I know he's had a Glock 43X at one point. For his woods carry, a Glock 40, and for hunting, a 338 Ruger rifle. Moving on to my buddy Joey, he carries a Wilson EDC X9. Pretty nice pistol. I reviewed one of those. For the woods, this surprised me, an M&P Performance Center 10 millimeter. I don't know too many people who still carry. He must have one of the good ones. That's great. And for hunting, a Browning Hell's Canyon in 300 Win Mag. 300 Win Mag is very popular up here. Almost everybody chose that. My buddy Mike, he recently switched from a 43X to a SIG P365. That's kind of what I did recently too. For the woods, a 44 Magnum revolver. That was kind of refreshing to hear. He didn't say which one. I'm guessing it's a Ruger, but it could be a Smith & Wesson. And his hunting rifle is a 300 Win Mag. I checked with Oso. He's got a little gun shop in Palmer, and he said the most popular EDC is the Glock 43X. Over the last couple of years, he sold tons of those, and it's closely followed by the SIG P365, so that's interesting. And he said for woods, it's just 10 millimeter semi-auto, multiple kinds. He didn't have one brand over the other. He just sells a lot of 10 millimeter semi-autos for woods carry. And for hunting, this surprised me. He said 6.5 Creedmoor was the most popular hunting rifle. That must be for black bear and caribou, I'm guessing. I mean, we have big caribou herds here. It's probably the most popular, large game that's hunted, and 6.5 Creedmoor would be acceptable for that. But that really surprised me. But he said it was followed closely by 300 Win Mag. And what affected that, he said, is for a while there during the pandemic, it was very difficult to find 300 Win Mag ammunition. And I remember when that happened. Now it's back in stock, but that did affect sales. And then good old Juan from EDC Alaska kind of said the same thing. He said CCW was the Glock 43X. He sells more of those than anything else, but he said the SIG P365 and all the variants are closely catching up with the 43X. For 10 millimeter, he said the good old Glock 20 Gen 5 is in the lead, and I do have a video up tomorrow on the redemption of my Glock 20 Gen 5 using the heavy hard cast. So this is still number one, but it's closely followed by the Springfield XDM, the FN 510, the SIG X10. He said it used to be just by a landslide, the Glock 20, but now, for every X10 and that kind of thing, he'll sell an extra Glock 20. So it's a slight lead in the Glock 20. And then for hunting rifle, 300 Win Mag again. So that was just a no-brainer. Almost everybody chose a 300 Win Mag. I think it's the most popular hunting round up here, which makes a lot of sense. It's a great caliber. It exceeds the velocity and power of a 30-06. It's very flat shooting. You could use it on smaller game, larger game, depending on what bullets you get for it. Hard to beat a 300 Win Mag. 10 millimeter is still king. Glock 20 has a slight lead on that. And the Glock 43X seems to be the most popular carry pistol for CCW, but the P365 is slowly creeping up there to almost equal it. So really interesting. Me, personally, mine's a little different. For my EDC, I have a Shield. This is an M&P 2.0 in 40 Smith & Wesson. However, I have a 357 SIG barrel in there, which I'm very excited. Great little EDC. For woods, I'm kind of leaning towards the XDM, Springfield XDM, just because of the trigger in that. But I do go back and forth with the Glock 20, and I'm figuring out a load for my FNX 460 Roland build. Hopefully this summer, that's going to be my main bear defense semi-auto pistol. And for hunting rifle, I'm going with a 280 Ackley improved. It's in a Savage 110 ultralight, just because I really want to use that round, and I mainly hunt caribou and black bear. It's smaller of the large game, and 280 Ackley improved is great for that. So let me know what you guys choose if you're in Alaska. Sound off in the comments what your 3 would be, but pretty interesting, and it's kind of what I expected too. So thanks, guys. I will have the video tomorrow morning up on the redemption of the Glock 20 Gen 5. Thanks for tuning in. Please become a patron if you can. I have links down below. You can also buy a Chuke hoodie. Thanks, guys. It's Chuke, your friend in the field.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh, look, get shot by a bear, but I don't care. I got a 10mm. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures.